There we go. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Saga Book Club on 22 panels, where I have failed and I haven't written my letter to Brian and Fiona yet, and Belle hasn't come on to tell us that we need our 22 letters to Brian and Fiona. And that's okay because Belle got into University of Chicago this week. So like she's had other things on her mind. Um
You mean tonight
Saga.
at 8:30 they emailed me. Like this was
Oh,
within
so like
24
an
hours.
hour ago. Like
Yeah.
an hour
Yeah.
ago, you got into the University of Chicago. That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Our resident chemist here. We've got a bunch of bums and a chemist and a psychologist.
And every
See,
time I see her, I'm like,
Lee,
want to
I didn't
cook?
include you in the bums. I think Lee's actually on a real call and will be jumping in with us when he can. So hopefully he heard that I told him that he's not a bum. Though I think Edgar would refute that, but that's for when he's actually here. This is a psychocomicology episode. This is a saga
Saga.
episode. Saga Volume 7. The first time they ripped our hearts out. Like
Yes,
ripped our
the
hearts
first of
out, ripped
many.
our hearts out.
The first of many.
Multiple times in this volume.
Yeah. Well, and like I think this might have been the first time. Well, no, the second time I think that I reread this since they wrapped up the first half. Because my God, was there some foreshadowing.
Yep.
You know, yeah. My God, was there for some foreshadowing, and I don't necessarily want to get into the foreshadowing because we're letting people read along with us. We've given away too much already. But somebody remind me to ask, or somebody asked me about Prince Robot 2 months from now when we're in Volume 9.
Spoiler alert. No.
Is it another full-length penis shot? I don't know if I can handle that.
Maybe. You don't know.
Okay,
You'll have to read
okay,
and find
so
out.
thank God I was in the staff lounge, but I got a text just as I was turning the page, and I set down my tablet and I responded to the text. And then I picked up my tablet and realized that I just had the page with the full length penis shot sitting on the table in front of me for like 3 minutes.
That's
And I'm
awesome.
like, of course that page.
At
Of
least it was the
course that
staff lounge and
page.
not the cafeteria.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
right.
Incredible
Exactly.
Or
timing.
like in
Thank
a
God there were no
classroom, or
students
like,
anywhere nearby.
yeah.
Not safe for work.
Not safe for home. I started reading, and my 6-year-old kid's right next to me. She's like, "Dad, what are you reading?" I'm like, "Not this right now."
Okay. Reading? What's reading? We don't do
I
that.
mean, this is the volume where it starts having. I mean, it not starts because we've had some before, but it feels like from here on, there's at least one page per issue. That if the it, like Marisol, no, Marisol's part of the Love and Rockets book club. Marie and I were talking about like our significant others looking over our shoulders while we're reading Beto books is like, yes, there are lots of breasts. Trust me, it's a good comic.
It's everywhere. I
Read
tried.
heavy
Trust me,
metal.
there's more substance than that.
Right.
And I tried so hard to get my creative director at work because he and I trade comics back and forth um into Saga. I gave him the first three volumes, and he's like, "You know what? I'm glad I went out of my comfort zone, but this was just not for me." Because he I don't know what volume he was reading,
Who hurt him as a
but
child?
he said he was reading and his wife had come up behind him and just looked at the page. Again, I really wish I asked what he had it open to.
Sextillion, probably.
Probably. And she's just
Yeah,
like, "What the hell are you reading?"
You know, she's like, do I need to call the FBI?
right. See, I thankfully by the time I had a subscription to Sex Criminals, I actually worked at the shop, so I never had to walk into a store and ask for Sex Criminals. But like There was a time where that was like the best comic out there, or the best comic not named Saga. And I
Soon,
just I
sorry.
go
I was gonna
ahead.
say just soon to be an Amazon show they just announced.
That's right. And they didn't
Oh,
even change the
really?
name.
I did not
But
know
I can
that.
just imagine what it must be like to walk into a comic shop and say, "Yes, do you have sex criminals?
I heard
We're
that and
looking
I
for
was so
sex
excited.
criminals."
Well,
Yep.
there was a line in this volume where Marco
I've
refers
heard
to
good.
somebody as a sex criminal.
Yeah, there is, which I gotta believe is a shout out.
It
It
has to
has
be.
to be.
Yeah. But I could just think of so many comedy routines built around going to the comic shop, and I've heard really good things about sex criminals.
Oh, you mean the Epstein list?
Watch Saturday Night Live
Jesus.
this week.
Oh man.
Oh my God, the
Sex
cold open.
Criminals is
The,
a
the
great
the
comic.
the the cold open had a wonderful scene where you've got Pete Davidson playing Tom Homan, and he's asking the ICE officers if they know why they're there, and one of them is like, to find the Epstein files, and they're like, no. Ironically, we were here to distract from the Epstein files, but now they just released the Epstein files to distract from this.
It
Yup.
Oh,
was actually pretty
God.
decent Pete Davidson.
Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing. And it was the second best sketch of the night because there was also the mom that finally figured out that Trump wasn't good.
Oh,
Mhm.
the luge sketch killed me. The luge sketch, the Olympic one. That one was my
That was
favorite.
good too. Um, but anyway, so thoughts on our time on Fang, thoughts on uh Hazel back with her family, becoming a brat,
As all
Yeah,
children are wont to do.
having her first kiss.
and did anyone notice the fireworks on that page?
Oh,
Oh
Like
I
yeah.
did.
it meant something to her, and it's so cute.
It was super sweet.
Yeah, it really is. And it's innocent and it's great and it's wonderful.
Yeah. I mean, I read this when it came out, and I think I say this every time. I had no recollection of this. Like, I know I read this, I don't remember it, and I don't remember what happened to the family of little cute creatures. And man, this was a tremendous volume.
Yeah,
Yep.
see,
Hmm.
issue 42 always sticks with me.
Why is that?
7 black pages at the end.
At the end.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. It's I kept flipping through like, am I missing something? Am I missing
And
something?
and
Nope.
and
It's
like
nothingness.
in the single issues, it was not only 7 black pages, but it was no letters page.
Mm.
I think I didn't catch that
Yeah,
when I read through the first time
Yeah,
because I
that's
read it
it's
digitally.
it's heavy.
I
right.
read it
Sure.
digitally.
I mean, I read it digitally today, and it doesn't come through as well digitally because
No.
you're not having to turn the page and see that it's just
Nothing.
darkness and
Nothing.
darkness and
Nothing.
more darkness.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, wow.
but yeah, no, as they're getting away from Fang, as they're not hearing the heartbeat,
Hmm.
and then just not even fade to
Nothing.
black, slam to black, and
Well,
hold.
as Curdy is, drowning and dies,
Yeah, yeah,
which
yeah,
is like horrifying.
right. Yeah, no, this one hits you in the guts. I mean, you get to have fun, but you also, I mean, I think this is the first issue that we have. It's the first time we lose a major character,
Hmm.
and the one that you didn't think could die at that. I mean, when Isabel gets stabbed and like Hazel screams, it's like, wait, what?
I mean, it's I mean the March is kind of a not my favorite character. Um, like the creature
Right.
design, I find a little off-putting on that one,
Agreed.
which I guess is the point. But
Yeah.
it introduces the March as like a very formidable antagonist, and I mean, what's so great about this volume is just like the planting of the gun and then the payoff of the March meeting I should say their untimely end at the hands of who you would least expect.
Yeah, no, I like finished reading it again a couple hours ago, and as I start talking about it, I'm more caught up for words than I often am. Please, people talk. Don't
It
expect me to
bothers
read.
me every time. Just Isabel dying always gets to
Oh,
me. Like that got to
Yeah,
me the first time,
it
and it gets
sucks.
to me this time. That's my name twin. I mean, and Isabel
well,
seeing
and
Isabel
and you know
die, like
what?
that's
It's another
horrid.
thing that got teased because remember early on, um, Alana had asked Isabel if it was gonna hurt, and she said only when it's broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that too. That's what made it hurt so much more, though.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, it's just yeah.
What's the prince's name? Prince Four or Prince Five?
Four, I
Prince
Or
think.
Robot 4.
Prince Robot. Prince Robot Four. Yeah.
Yeah.
So as I'm rereading this, and he's confessing his love or lust. Um, it brought. I read an article about AI, and people are like, Gronk is like making they take normal people's pictures and make them naked, and I'm like, that is such a fucking invasion. And it's like, oh
yeah.
fuck, that just hits so much harder now than when I read it the first time, because I'm like, shit, that's like real.
You mean that are you trying to say that Elon Musk is like uses
A bad
Saga
guy.
the way Peter Thiel uses the Hobbit?
Yeah,
You
maybe.
know, in the wise words of my favorite rapper, JPEG Mafia, he does start a song saying "fuck Elon Musk," and I gotta give him that one.
Great way to start a song.
Oh
It
yeah, no.
is.
He goes first off, "fuck Elon Musk," and I'm like, great lyric, honestly.
I'm in. You had me at fuck Elon.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, no, I'm not in. I don't want to fuck Elon Musk. I
That's a
That's
good
what
can
I'm
point you
think of
bring
saying.
up,
things that I
Dad.
would like to fuck Elon
It's the
Musk.
opposite of war. Remember,
It
That's right.
Right.
is. That's a good point you bring up about
Um,
the AI thing, because like, I don't know, it does definitely ring a little truer to see kind
Yes.
of how Prince Robot fights with his sexuality and then seeing robots online sexualizing people. It's like, oh no, this is real now.
And it just speaks to the timelessness of
Yeah.
this series. It's
hmm.
like,
I
Though I
never.
did
Michael Vaughan
also
did not know AI would be
I
like, yeah, I can make your bitch
I did
naked.
also love Hazel and Curdy watching Prince Robot's
Yep.
dreams like it was television.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Weird.
And the robot people, they're such a weird concept to me. It's like you can't hide anything. All your emotions, everything you're thinking, it's all literally on their faces,
Yep.
Talk about having a glass face.
right?
So here's a question. I didn't really feel that his lust for Alana was really set up. It just kind of happened. Like, did you all feel that way? Like,
No, it's one of
it felt a little
those,
odd to me.
it's one of those subconscious things. Like he was high on
Yeah,
what's it called?
Fade
Fade away.
away.
yeah,
Fade away. Thank you. It's kind of like drunk people speak the truth, you know?
yeah, yeah.
Like it was in his mind, but that's how I interpreted it.
Well, and he'd pictured her briefly while he was masturbating. You may have
Right.
missed that because you
I got that, and that
no, no,
screwed
I
him
know
up.
you
But
didn't miss it, Josh. I was trying to get a dig in at Matt. Matt was too obsessed with the big dong, and he was having to pull out Den to figure out who drew it better, Corbin or Staples.
Yes.
So
I hate to
what's
say it, but it's
who
Corbin.
draws dongs better, Matt?
Corbin, hands down.
Corbin draws them better than
He's the
Staples. Are you
dong
sure?
master.
What a title. What a title.
That's your
Clearly well
dad, Belle.
deserved.
I bought a
You
Teenage Mutant
know,
Ninja Turtles comic
wouldn't want it
way
any
back
other
in the
way.
day, and on the back of one of the comics, there's a picture they drew of a comic shop, and on the wall is a poster that says Richard Corbin is God. And in my head, I'm like, Richard Corbin is the Dong King.
Amazing.
Richard
That's beautiful.
Corbin is God it's got almost all of the right letters.
Yeah, tell me about it. I wish I could make an
Throw one
anagram
letter
of that.
in and kind of mix them up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. So funny.
Just
Hmm.
sad. This is such a sad book.
And
It
we had
is.
some lightheartedness. They
Yup.
were on Fang for a couple
Yeah, but that
months.
like
Things were
makes it
happy.
fucking worse. It's like we're gonna make you sad that these characters that you just met died because even though you just met them, we made you really, really
Like
care
them.
about them.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, you
That's
like
what
them a
good
lot.
writers do.
Yeah.
And look at Petrichor. Petrichor knew.
Yeah.
Did anyone catch the gas can in the background while she's making
Oh,
dinner?
I don't think I did. Is that a
It
gas
just
can
fucking
or a
freaks me
watering
out.
can?
Every time I see it, I'm like, why is there a gas can on the fucking kitchen counter?
it might be water?
All right.
Question mark?
That is a very optimistic view.
I don't know. I'm
Well,
trying to.
I mean,
What
they
page is it
live
on?
in a tree, Matt.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. They do
Does
live in
Prince
a tree.
Robot run on gasoline?
I have no idea.
What
Very
does
good
Prince
question.
No,
Robot
I
eat?
feel like he's electric.
Well,
Well,
there was the
presumably.
joke in there was the joke in this volume. I think it was the March. One of the other robots when he's investigating, the guy's got his body blown out, and the guy's like, "Hey, I need a drink," and he's like, and then he dies. He's like, "Man, I wanted to see how you guys drink."
Yeah, the
We
That's
ambassador.
true.
we don't
Yes.
actually know.
Yep.
That was fantastic.
Yep.
Yeah. What I know the volume's really sad, but what I connected to the most on this read was um, Hazel and Curdy, and just just the truth of when you're a kid, you live in a neighborhood, you play with other kids, and sometimes kids just move away. Like, yes, he died a very violent, science fiction-y intergalactic death, but Hazel doesn't know that. As far as she's concerned, no, his family moved.
Hmm.
He won hide and seek, but he died in a refrigerator.
Right.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah, I think the other thing that I don't know if anyone's mentioned yet is I like how I feel like last issue was when we were introduced to Petrichor, and I think it's cool how she becomes a really consistent character in this
Yeah.
volume.
Mm-hmm.
I really like seeing her arc and her growth as a consistent character in the series. And this is just kind of the beginning of that, like
Yeah,
flourishing.
consistent contributing
Yeah.
member. Yes.
Driving
Agree, 100%.
force.
Yep. Yep.
Only remembering that this character existed, and I don't want I have one other memory of this character, but I think it happens later, so I'm not going to say it. I did find myself questioning her motives because the way, and I wasn't here last month, but the way she did get on the ship with them was a little suspect, not entirely.
It was, oh, you don't want to join? I'll take your
No,
spot.
I'll
Yeah,
take
that's
it. Yep.
exactly right. So I'm like, all right, is she playing at something else here? So I do have that in the back of my mind, but I do agree that I think there's some nice character work done on Petrichor here.
I agree with you 100%, but I don't think that's the case. I don't remember if I've read further.
I don't either. I mean, I have.
Honestly, at this point. But I'm watching the show the following.
I remember her unless it's still to come, her motives were to get out of prison.
Yeah,
And then it was
right?
kind of like, fuck, wait a minute. This isn't all horns? What the
Yep.
hell is this wreath they're doing here? Um, how
I did.
about though, and I'm trying to find it specifically. Did you notice the scene where the grandmother alludes to the fact that she knows Petrichor's secret and has kept it?
No, where's
Yep.
that? I missed that.
Yeah. Um,
I do remember that scene.
Yep.
Was that in volume 6?
no, it's in this the grandmother as in the Curdy's grandmother.
Oh,
You know,
Yeah. The
kind of
meerkat.
messing with all of Petrichor's, they're religious fanatics. You can't trust them, blah blah blah.
Hmm.
Trying to find it.
And I'm scanning through too. Uh,
Mind your tongue, Petri. I respect your secrets, but I won't tolerate blasphemy from. And that's when she says hold. And it's right before they discover that
oh yeah. I found
the
it.
march is there. And right before we go to the suicidal, drugged up uh
Prince Robot.
Prince Robot. I love
Sweet.
the I love the overhead shot of Marco and Robot knocked out and Alana. And by the time they're out of preschool, most children have seen thousands of acts of violence. Granted, for the average kid, those acts are mostly fictional, and unlike the real deal, fictional violence is cool as shit.
yep.
Also, did you notice in the middle panel of the page where they have the overhead shot, Prince Robot literally fucking blue screens
Yes.
as he's knocked out?
Well, isn't that how the ambassador died too?
Yep.
The ambassador died with an error message, though.
But it was a blue screen error message.
Yeah.
Does he
Blue
blue screen
screen of death.
twice in this issue or volume?
What?
Because he blue screens his apologies. A fatal exception has
Well, that's
occurred.
that
That's
the
the
apologies a
ambassador.
fatal exception has occurred is the ambassador.
That's the blue screen of death.
Yep.
You're too young to understand.
Oh, blue
Well, I
screen
also
of
am on the
death.
wrong page. I'm a little bit
Yeah.
behind, guys. My
Okay, well that
apologies.
helps.
After imagining his mother's milk graphically.
Hmm.
Hey, why not?
Yeah, that man's dying. He can imagine what he wants.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Freud would love that.
Right?
Who?
I said
Freud.
Freud would love that.
Oh,
Oh,
Freud. Yeah.
dude. The
Uh,
fireworks in the background, I just realized what it is.
it's an explosion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
but
bomb.
look specifically at the thing sticking down from it.
What page
That's
are we on,
that's
fam?
that, okay,
Uh,
the kiss page has an explosion in the background,
Mhm.
but
oh.
it's one of those leg ships. So it's the false flag operation.
I never caught that.
Oh,
I
shit.
didn't catch
I
that either.
just caught that.
I can't find the page.
It's
They
Buddy.
don't have
It did
page
so.
numbers in these damn volumes.
Well, it
I
did so.
know. Oh, thank you, Dad. Oh, Dad to the rescue. Dad to the rescue, showing it on
I
camera.
got you.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that's wild.
So
No,
so
I
That
so
can
is
we're
I
that
can
is
see the
not a
essentially
ship.
firework.
seeing that again on page 137.
37.
Yeah, that doesn't help me. I have no page
Dad,
numbers.
there are no numbers.
Dan's
Wait
got
a
the
minute.
fucking annotated version.
He's got the
Um,
English
I,
teacher version. Look at this
I've got
guy.
the
right?
digital. I'm looking at the digital.
Well, that's
Oh,
Oh,
why.
wait a minute.
hilarious.
That's not. Yeah. And it's just. I almost felt bad for Will when Lion Cat chose Sophie, even though I totally understood why Lion Cat chose Sophie.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I didn't feel bad. I kind of got it. I was like, yeah.
Hmm.
No, I got it. Like two things can be true, Matt.
Yeah, I
Lion
get that.
Cat made the right decision,
Yes.
but I almost felt bad for Will,
Yeah.
or
No, I get
Billy
that.
is more appropriate right now. Particularly, all fat with a beard.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'm still on Team the Will or Billy, I guess.
You're on
Yeah, he's
Team
not a
Will.
freelancer
I
anymore.
am. I still like him. I feel bad for him.
So so how did you feel when he got kidnapped at the end of this one?
Um,
Because I will admit that next volume, for a little bit, I really feel bad for Will.
Right? I got to
I
the end and like,
For the next
oh, I
volume and a
remember what
half, I
happens.
I don't
really
remember
feel
that
bad for
character's name. The
Will.
one like a jester with like a feather cape and a crystal nose.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's unclear we don't know he gets kidnapped. We just know he gets attacked and he's getting beaten by this
And
person.
then
Okay, let
dude's
me
just
rephrase.
like, I'm
I
gonna
know
kill
he
you
got
slowly.
kidnapped.
I know. I saw that
I
scene and was
very
like,
much remember
that's
what comes
right. I also
next.
remember. I was like,
Yeah.
that's right. This happens
Because
then.
it really did make me feel bad for Will.
Yeah.
Right?
This is gonna be slow and
Like,
painful.
oh,
That's basically what he said. He's a
buddy.
serial killer.
Oh man.
Though we should say that, like, he's back on his fucking route. And that's how he got snuck up on.
Hmm.
I mean, it's like the weirdest freaking thing. I do love it when his and obviously all of this is in his head, but his sister Sophie coming up behind him going, honestly, Billy, there's got to be a more efficient way to masturbate than gnawing on tainted meat and fantasizing about old.
Yes. Yes. It's yeah.
I mean, but he loves the stalk. Like I
He
feel
does.
bad for the guy.
I
They
mean,
killed the stock too early, if you ask me.
I agree.
Yes.
but we've also gotten some implication that their relationship wasn't that long. He's
Probably not.
obsessed with the stalk. Love might be too much of a
I'll grant you that.
I might be pushing it a little bit.
yeah,
It's because the stock could do things.
right.
She wasn't like other girls, okay? She
Yeah,
had
she
I
has
eight
like
know
what,
she
8
legs.
arms?
she had 8 legs.
I mean,
We had the same idea.
Yeah.
She had 4 breasts, not 2,
6 eyes.
right? Like
he could be
8 legs, a
quadruple
thigh on each.
fisted.
Oh God.
I have a fun thing to bring up. If you go to the cover art for chapter 40, um, he's watching Prince Robot's screen. It looks like he's playing Fraggle Rock. And then right next to that, if you keep reading chapter 40, I love the transformation they make from Squire asking Prince Robot to Hazel, um, realizing Hazel's watching his dream.
Yeah,
So like the cover of chapter 40 to like page 3, I want to chat about
yeah.
if we may, because I think that's an awesome place to give some attention to. The Fraggle Rock is a good reference, I think.
I don't see Fraggle Rock. What are you talking about?
It's right here.
Cover
I'll return the favor.
On the cover,
on the cover.
I don't have the
it's
covers in
Fraggle
my version.
Rock-ish.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
Fraggle
Fraggle Rock
Rock?
like substance.
I don't have that. All I
What
have is the
what I
Wallach
love
and the
about
ball gang.
No,
what
no,
I
no,
love
no. You got
about
to go way earlier.
what I
Way,
love
it's like
about
4
this cover
pages.
though, like look
Alana
at
and
Oh,
the
that's
Prince.
Ball Gang
41.
isn't in issue 40.
I'm
I'm
sorry,
listening,
I was on
Josh.
41. My fault.
All right. What I love about this cover, look at Prince Robot's expression. Like he's like, fine, I'll let you watch TV.
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of.
He has no
All right,
facial
I got it.
expression.
There you
He
go.
has no facial expression, and yet I completely relate to that dude.
Yep. 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 He's like,
Yeah.
whatever I need to do to shut you the fuck up. Yep.
Back to that theme of parenting in Saga, I feel like.
Oh,
Funny.
I want a poster of this to put on my kid's wall. I mean, it'll freak them out. Let's be clear, but
I mean, it would be great until they said, "What's that from, Daddy?"
no,
Mhm.
they saw my 6-year-old saw this. I may have said this on the show. My 6-year-old saw Saga, and she's like, "Oh, you're reading about the Saga boy." She thought it was K-pop Demon Hunters, and I'm like,
Oh,
"Nope,
No.
Oh
nothing
no.
to do with it."
Like, yeah, you're not allowed to read this for at least another 10 years.
Nope.
Oh.
I love him chasing them away. You prepubescent perverts! I told you to quit watching me sleep.
Yep.
I also
Yep.
love the page where he wakes up. Like they're arguing, and they don't realize he goes dark. It's it's great.
Right.
Like you have these two stories happening at once.
Yeah.
Yep.
And his dream is not something you want to watch. Like that's
No.
that's nightmare fuel.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a nightmare for him.
I
Imagine
mean,
Yeah.
the
what it
kids
is for
almost look
them.
away at the perfect time, they kind of divert their attention just as it gets bad, it looks like.
Right.
And I'm almost grateful they stop watching.
Yep.
I'm like, good, Hazel,
Well, I
don't
mean,
look,
there is
please.
this is a creepy one. His streams are always creepy, Kirby.
Yes. Yes, they are.
Yes.
I do love Hazel's expression though. She's running off.
Yeah. Oh, there was there was I think it was early where they oh yeah, the when she's oh no, not the somebody help me. That one she actually looks really upset. Early on, she's running and yelling about something that's like the perfect kid, like they're saying the accurate thing about this being horrible or scary or whatever. Oh yeah, here we are. When everything's going orange, she runs in to talk to Isabel and Petrichor. Sounds like something really bad is happening.
Yep.
But she's
She's
got this
just so
massive
excited.
smile on her face. Which is such a 5-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I love that Petrichor got jealous of Isabel for having gone to the rock show.
Yep.
I mean, the implication there is that Isabel's older than Petrichor, like significantly older. It's like, oh, you were able to see the
Well,
Beatles.
we've
That's amazing.
already kind of established
Mhm.
that
Yeah,
Isabel
for sure.
is
Isabel's really old. She's
right.
I think Lanphalian native,
Mhm.
and she's like
No,
hundreds of years old.
she's a um what was
Landfall, where they were.
not no, it wasn't Landfall is where
I thought that's where they were
Landfall
stationed when
is
they left.
Landfall
No,
and Wreath
I
were
thought they were
are
stationed
the
on
main
Wreath.
planets.
Right. Landfall is the
Um
moon.
right.
No, Wreath
She's
is the
No,
from
Wreath
moon.
is the
Wreath is
moon.
the moon.
Wreath is the
Wreath is the
moon.
moon.
She's from actually we have it
I can
here
flip back.
because
I have the book in front of me.
yeah.
I can just consult the ancient texts.
Yes.
Yeah, you have the big one.
I do. I have the big boy. This is Landfall, the largest planet in the galaxy. Yep. Prince Robot sex scene. We're getting there. Prince Robot
Not
and his
the
wife,
first, not the last.
Nope. And then there's what's her name? The Spider Girl, her and her hair covering her
Doc.
boobs. Our first appearance of her. Stalk, yeah. Isabel. How old are you, Isabel? Ooh, Google it.
Because I know that our da, 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 da. Here we go. The March says where she's from too. Cleve.
Cleve
Leave.
is where they started. And
Yeah.
Isabel is I'm trying to find out how
Isabel is
old
a
she
native of
is.
Cleve,
Mm-hmm.
but she's been a ghost for a long time. I forget how long.
She saw
I
the
think we
Beatles.
were told at some point.
We
I'm
were.
gonna go find out if there's a Saga wiki.
There has to be.
I'm guessing that there is.
I'm stepping on a landmine.
Yep.
I'm really searching for this, but I cannot, for the love of me, figure this out.
I just want to mention that I love this little pig thing that runs around with the march
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean,
bootstraps.
except
He's
for the
just
fact that it also
adorable.
like helps them find the people that they want to kill.
It's
Yeah,
a
it
wild.
it it
It's a
tracked
wild boar.
Isabel's I guess ghost trail or whatever.
Anybody from Cleve.
Hmm.
Yeah. Too bad
He's
about
just so
Sweet Boy,
little and
speaking of
cute.
pets.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Isabel looks like a teenager. She has been asked by Clara how old she is, and Alana stated that she thinks Isabel has been around much longer than either of them.
Yeah,
So we didn't get a specific age, but we got Alana saying that she thought that she was older than her mother-in-law,
I
and
think
nobody
Isabel's at
denying
least
that.
100 years old. I feel like that's what
That's
we
what it
know.
feels like.
Okay.
I
I
even
wasn't trying
think
to spread
like
disinformation.
150 pushing 200 possibly.
Yeah. I'm not trying to come on here pushing misinfo. I'm just
Yeah. Not young. Not young is the answer. I still miss Isabel.
Yeah. I do love the two-page spread of seeing their ship, or not their ship, the comet rocketing towards the time suck.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It's
I remember the
impact.
first time I saw that, it freaked me the hell out. Like, why
Mm-hmm.
is
Yeah.
there a giant space baby?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The time suck's
Well, because we
terrifying.
saw it hatch earlier.
I don't like the
Now it's
giant space
back.
baby.
Yeah, no, we were told that they're dangerous.
and the continuity there where they show it hatching and then it comes back is just so I love how they do that in this series. You know, they'll have epic foreshadowing, but then they'll also have like epic returns to like things that come up at the beginning, and it just gives the story a beautiful sense of like flow.
Yes.
Like the world is fluid and you know it is, and you know everything's occurring at the same time. It gives like a everything's occurring all the time all at once kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Yep. Agreed.
Well, I mean, like that's a challenge that I don't think every sci-fi franchise accomplishes well, is that like the more of the universe that you're seeing, the more things go on simultaneously that you either need to show or you need to not act like nothing happened in the life of the person that you haven't seen in 50 issues.
Hmm.
You know, like for instance, we saw this born, but like it was very much an infant then, and now it's a toddler with a halo, which just makes it like scarier. But like,
It makes me think of the space baby at the end of 2001: A Space Odyssey.
I feel that.
I saw that movie for the first time last year, and it made me want to punch Stanley Kubrick in the mouth.
The face, yep.
I've never been so angry with a movie in my entire life.
Yep. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
What's up, Saga people? I
hey,
made it.
hey, he's
Hey,
here.
So, apologies, had to wrap up some stuff at the shop, making sure that we got everything in order. But I'm a little jacked up. I'm a little jazzed up, caffeine. And I just had to jump in here. Uh, I don't know if y'all process this real fast, but can I process something that even on this read
Please.
through, it hit me just as hard emotionally as I did it the first time? Can I jump in and do that?
Sure.
Yes.
This is gonna sound cheesy as shit, but it literally is the last one, two, three, four, five, 6 pages of the volume. I was
Hmm.
already a big fan of Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. The denial, the stages of grief that I went through, the denial, the refusal, the anger. I went back. I'm
Preach.
like, this had to be a typo. This has got to be a
Amen.
mistake. It's like, are there images in here that I just can't see? And
Amen.
yep, trying to hold it up to the light.
Yep.
yeah, I'm
I
like,
did the
there's
same
gotta be
thing.
nada, nothing. And it was just like my, I had that same sort of pit in the stomach.
I'm
And
telling
it,
you, one of
please,
these days, I'm going to write a letter to Brian K. Vaughan demanding financial compensation for all this emotional turmoil he's put me through with this book.
And work hours lost because of it.
And making me cry in my own home.
Yes. How dare you
He
make
is
me
not
feel
allowed
feelings in my own home, sir?
in my own home.
Punitive damages.
I want
The
him,
audacity.
I want
Yeah,
him, I want him and Fiona to pay for my therapy sessions.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. And they're like, they would counter be like, this
No,
is
you
your
don't want
therapy.
you don't want him to pay for your therapy sessions. You want him to pay for our therapy sessions that we have with you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
fantastic.
Hearing you talk about it though, reminds me about the ending of The Sopranos. So it's like, wait, was this a mistake? Like, is this
Mm.
supposed to go to black? Sorry to
Yep.
spoil a show that ended,
Yep.
25
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah. See, spoiler alert, dude.
But yeah,
Yeah.
no, like, yeah, wait, what? What?
Yep.
No,
No, and
You're
you're
right.
and,
right
and again,
though.
I brought it up
100%.
earlier, Lee, but if you're reading it in single issue form,
Yeah.
it's the first issue with no letters page.
Yeah. Yeah. I think this is the volume that actually caught up into the singles. So
Yeah.
since then, I was only reading the sort of
Right. So
single.
so when you're flipping through those black pages and it's not even broken up by a letters page. It's just,
Nope.
and if I
That's
recall
it.
correctly, they actually kind of got it out into the media pretty quickly. No, that's not an accident. I
Marisol, why are you
remember there being
laughing?
like
Laughing at
CBR
our pain.
articles on
It's because I'm
and the
hurting
fact,
too.
no, the six black pages, that was a
Yeah.
choice.
It was.
Yeah. And Ted, I know you and I have been talking about this sort of in like different sort of formats about like the power of comics and the portrayal of writing and art in a very, very unique way. And yeah, it was that loss and the very real sort of topic of death. So existential in that way of death and what it means. And it just reading it, and again, the sort of brilliance. I mean, how much praise can we give to people? But the brilliance of just being able to illustrate that and have that sort of emptiness that I'm feeling and like in that moment,
Mhm.
right? And
Well, and like the narration was just spot on
Oof, the
as well.
trailing off at that very
Um,
last panel before the full black pages. Oh,
I mean, just like from the breaking through, the don't try to move, are you hurt? I don't think so, but our boy, I can't feel him kicking. But you can still hear him, right? You can still hear the heartbeat, right? Marco? Marco? And then you cut to what's going on with Curdy's family
mhm,
as Hazel's narration takes over. You know that old cliche about millions of deaths being a statistic, while the loss of just one life is a tragedy. And you cut back inside the ship. If that's true, what is it when you lose something that never even has a chance to be born? And then you
oh,
cut back out to Curdy sinking.
mm,
I've had a lot of relationships in my time, platonic and otherwise, but the ones I think about most are those that never quite made it to term.
mm,
The dashing first date who didn't call you back, the lady on the train you had that amazing conversation with but never saw again, the cool neighbor kid you met the first time a week before you moved away. I guess I'm just haunted by all that potential energy. One moment, the universe presents you with this amazing apparent opportunity for new possibilities. And that's when you turn to the first black page that just says, and then.
ugh. And you're absolutely right, Josh. It does feel like The Sopranos ending, immediate cut to black. Funny enough, that's literally the only thing I know about The Sopranos is how it ends. Never seen
Well,
anything else about it. But
there's
it does
a
it does feel
mobster.
exactly like that. It's just
There's a mobster, and he
abrupt.
goes to therapy, and his clubhouse is a strip club,
Oh
Mhm.
my.
I just watched The
and
Sopranos last year for the first time.
he once whacked a guy while taking his daughter on a college visit.
Okay, as one does.
Yum. Yum.
appropriate response. Yum.
Josh, does that
Yeah.
feel like a good summation of The Sopranos?
Yeah, The Godfather is a TV show,
Okay,
but
I mean,
modern to the times of when it came out.
makes sense.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah,
No,
Off
it
people
topic.
people
does.
I
were
can't imagine The Godfather in therapy.
well,
No.
The Godfather. Don Corleone wasn't around in the '90s, the odds.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, the dude just got back from World War II. He needed some therapy.
I didn't
Yes.
say he didn't need therapy.
Well,
I mean, Michael
no,
in
it's
particular could have used some therapy.
Oh, absolutely.
Sonny and Fredo too. I think all those kids.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And Tom,
But
Tom had a
like,
pretty level head on his shoulders, but he was the only one,
I
seemingly.
mean,
But he
but
wasn't.
I
He
mean,
wasn't biological.
No.
level is relative because like level, yes, but he also came up with things like let's throw a horse head under the dude's because he didn't get on the phone and get that message from New York. He'd been told to
No.
take care of it. So when like it didn't
I
work
mean,
out, he said he had to fly home to give bad news. Is on the way, he whispered some things and made it happen.
but did it or did it not work?
It did, but that doesn't. I mean, we've got a psychologist in the room. Is sociopathic level headed?
is sociopathy level-headed? Wow, that's such a loaded question.
As
Um,
layers.
there's so many layers. So we could look at sociopathy as a much more like one, just to note, sociopaths are. tend to be very charismatic, right? When you think about like antisocial people, it's not what people tend to think of it as. They don't want to be away from people. That is a way to describe antisocial, but from a
You know,
personality
Tom
standpoint.
Tom Hagen's definitely very charismatic.
Oh, very much.
Hmm.
Uh, but what it really is the sort of disregard for others. There's no sort of moral code. There's no right or wrong. This is sort of I'm going to hurt people just to hurt people, just to see how they react, or I'm going to use people in a way that may hurt them, but for my own gain.
I'm not gonna read what Belle just wrote, but it was great.
Oh, 10 out of 10.
Sorry. Sorry. Some things
Yeah,
I
which is
don't want to
no,
say
no,
out
that's
loud.
great for us, but we don't need to share
Yeah.
that with our audience.
And
We don't need to record
Sorry,
that.
continue. I don't mean to interrupt Lee though.
But you're
no,
not wrong.
but that's
Not
interesting too.
wrong.
So like even that, and I'll even generalize that a little bit, right? Even in business, and I'll frame it that way. Even in business, the whole idea of being cutthroat, which is typically described as good business practice, like you want to sort of one up your competition, say,
Hmm.
is a sociopathic trait. It can be.
It's absolutely a sociopath. I mean, that's the type of sociopath Tom Hagen is he justifies it all by it's only business. It's the Michael thing. It's
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
It's
business.
because I
It's
can.
not personal.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just business.
And that's
It's just what needs to be done.
Yeah.
All right.
and
This
that's the
is
line,
the
right? It's
natural
nothing personal,
order.
it's just business. So that in and of itself is something to consider too, in terms of context as well. Of like, I don't want to get like on my professor hat right now, but just in terms of context, business wise, it's a
Well,
valuable asset to
just
have.
because we haven't paid for your classes,
And
I think
and,
you're showing your own sociopathic tendencies.
I was
am
gonna
I
say the
mansplaining
Putting
beauty
here?
on my
trial.
professor hat because you haven't paid for the class yet.
Listen,
Hey,
as the college student though, I do have a question. So if you want to put the professor hat on for a minute, do you think sociopaths are self-aware though? Like, would a sociopath be able to understand that they're a sociopath?
Yes.
Like in that
Sometimes.
regard.
yeah, that depends much more on awareness and insight.
Right.
Most I haven't done a survey, but what I would sort of guesstimate at this point,
You haven't done a survey of sociopaths? I'm
No.
shocked.
Okay,
not
I
yet.
Survey
thought they
Monkey.
just lined up to be surveyed, man.
Survey
New
Monkey.
research
It's a free
topic.
website. You can sign up.
There you go.
Go to my survey monkey.
I'm
Are you a
teasing.
sociopath? Log on here and
BuzzFeed
answer these
says.
questions.
Fucking brilliant.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
So the whole thing there is sometimes it can be this aspect of I don't know, like it's not within my awareness that I'm hurting people, and then
Hmm.
there's some that's going to be no, it's in my awareness that I'm hurting people, but I still don't care.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh.
I would imagine that it has a lot to do with various comorbidities.
But either way,
It's
there's
not,
a disregard for
I think they
others.
don't, it's not that they don't care. It's just they don't understand how to feel about it.
Yeah, and that's the word, feel. There's no empathy.
Yeah,
They can't put themselves
exactly.
in other shoes.
Yep.
So what do you call it when they do have the empathy and they say, "But I don't care because you're not
That's different.
my people."
Yeah.
I think that's just
Empathy
an
with
asshole.
apathy.
The technical word for that would be an asshole.
Yes.
A psychopath and a sociopath.
Non-clinical term, asshole.
There you go.
In clinical terms, Stephen Miller.
Uh,
So there's a phrase that keeps coming to mind, and Ted, I got to give you credit for this with a podcast that we did with Doug Wagner with one of his comics. Is that it's like I got kicked in the dick twice. This
I
is
think I
part of
said
my
balls, but yeah.
balls. Yeah, thank you. Got kicked in the balls twice.
close
Um,
enough.
yeah, fair enough. Same general area, I suppose.
I
Yeah.
repeated the
But
words "fuck you" to him multiple times, and
yeah,
he thanked me for it and said, "Yep,
he just
that's what I was going for."
he laughed and smiled, and you made
Yep,
his day.
yep.
And it was
This
like,
is when you know you've made it as a writer, Josh. When somebody shouting "fuck you" at you during a press appearance makes you go, "I did my job."
Did
Yep.
my
But
but yeah,
job.
and
My
but
work here is
and
done.
it's a endearing fuck you. It's weird. Like, it's the right
Well,
tone.
if I
An
recall
endearing fuck you
correctly,
is fine. An
yeah,
endearing fuck you is great.
right. If I recall correctly, it was fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. God, I need to read the next issue.
Yeah,
Can
that's a
confirm.
compliment.
Can confirm.
No, what you don't want, I had a boss years ago who was getting like death threats because, God forbid she run the show the way that she wants to run the show and not the way that some crazy fans want her to run the show.
Damn.
That
It's almost like they were.
sociopaths.
Well, to be honest, we could just say star fans because I think all of the fandoms that start with the word star have that sort of crazy people. Whether
Yeah,
it's
no,
Trek, Wars, Ship Troopers. Does it sound about right? Could be Gate. All of those fandoms have people that go, this is how it's supposed to be.
Mhm.
I wonder how Brian would respond if anybody in Saga fandom tried to tell him how something was supposed to be.
He'd probably kill one of our favorite characters and laugh while
Yeah,
doing
Sure.
I
it.
think it'd be like, oh, you love that character? Yeah, they were gonna make it.
Yeah.
Not
Oh, you
anymore.
think this is how it should have gone?
Here's
Bam.
7 black pages for you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. You
Actually,
thought
I'm going to
the
give
you
you
thought the
8.
7 black pages were
my
rough.
in
I'm
my
just
very
gonna give you an
few
issue.
in my very few very limited interactions with him, I suspect he would very casually and very politely and in a very positive way encourage that person to go make their own comic, but in a way that then empowered that person to be like, oh, I can do this because Brian said I can do this, not in a way that like, oh, he doesn't want to do what I want to do with his comic.
But then what would he say when they were out of earshot?
Don't want to know because it'll ruin my perception of him. Years and years ago, I sat in on a panel he did at New York Comic Con, and somebody asked him, and this was at the height of his Runaways run, and somebody asked him, what do you make of all the Runaways fan fiction? Um, and getting to the point that some of it was a little more uncouth than some of the others, and certainly not what you would see in a Marvel book. And he responded, he was like, I love it. As far as I'm concerned, it's all canon. And then he got serious for a second, said, listen, I think it's great that you're passionate about these characters. And look, I'm obviously paraphrasing something that was said 20 years ago. Um, I think it's great that you're passionate about all these characters, but I have a favor to ask. For every fan fiction you write of any property, then make something original. And the way he said it, it was just like a really just kind of gracious response. So I don't want to know what he
So
said.
so how much of the Runaways fan fiction became Saga?
I'm sure.
Oh no.
I mean, that explains the ball gag, right?
He's got read to Phil. He just read Saga to Phil.
Right?
Jesus.
I mean, it explains Prince Robot alone in his room.
Hmm.
Yes.
Oh man.
Oh, I can't believe that we're managing to laugh so much about this volume. I think it has to do with the fact that January of 2016 lasted for 10 years and
Yeah.
and we weren't willing to be sad from a comic book after that. I mean, we were sad, but we need to find the funny because
Wait, sorry. What about January 2016?
it
I missed.
lasted for 10 or I'm sorry, See, this is how long January 2026 lasted. January 2026 lasted for 10 years.
Got it.
You Chicago told me I was going to hear back by the end of the month. Let me tell you, it felt like 10 freaking years.
Yeah.
10
Well,
years.
and when did you hear back? You heard back today. It's
I heard back
February.
today at 8:22, but I got my interview scheduled on the 6th. So I literally waited like all month to hear
That's what I'm
back.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
January of 2026 lasted for 10 years.
But 2016, you're not far off. There was a trend online where people were going through old
Yeah,
photos and
yeah,
like
no,
people were
January
posting things and all that.
2016. I mean, January 2016 wasn't as bad. I mean, really, to be fair, 2016 didn't
Wasn't
get
great.
really, really bad until really November because the Cubs did great and then won the World Series.
Yeah.
So,
It's true.
like, most of the
That was a
year
fun
was
thing.
awesome, and 8 days were the most amazing ever. I'm sorry, not even 8 days. It went from Wednesday to Tuesday. So, 6 days were the most amazing ever. And then the world jumped timelines
Yeah.
Yeah.
to the more awful one. Yeah,
I'm still
the
waiting.
Orioles, well, you are waiting for, well, no, how old are you?
They won the World Series when I was like one or two.
See, you got a World Series.
No, I didn't.
It doesn't count.
He couldn't
You
even
also
walk
got a
or
streak,
talk.
This should be a good season. I hope.
but you also got a streak.
Yes, we did. Yes, we
No,
did.
no other team since the 20s Yankees can say that.
Nobody.
And they didn't know what they were watching because it was the first time it had ever happened.
Right. No, that was exciting. November 2016, my first daughter was born, so I don't remember anything else for like till
Yeah,
yesterday.
no, it's kind of like
Aw.
9/11 isn't the same for me because my son was born 3 days later.
Oh,
Yeah,
So, I mean, I remember the day, but like the rest of the month was all about infant in the NICU.
right.
It
I
was
think
work, NICU, find some sleep every once in a while.
I I think 2016 was the year I started reading Saga.
Ah,
So I literally got the volumes, and that's when I literally caught up all four volumes in a matter of a month, and then
right,
started picking up the single issues.
right.
Wow. Okay, that was a throwback.
Yeah, I started reading Saga in 2014
Okay.
because it was recommended on my honeymoon out in Scranton, which we drove through and had lunch and went to Comics on the Green. And he sold me Saga so well that when he realized he was out of volume one, he sold it to me at 40% off and promised me that it would beat me home. And it did. Because it
Nice.
came in, it came in on the shipment later that afternoon, and he immediately shipped it out.
Hell yeah. Same day delivery.
Hell
So
yeah.
he literally lost money to get me into Saga. I've been back a couple of times since though, so like I think it's paid dividends.
And you
But like,
just
how
plugged
many
his
people have
store
you
on your
got?
show. Sorry.
I
How
was
many
gonna
I was
say,
just
people
how
saying
many?
you
I
just
got into Saga?
Yeah, how many people have you gotten into Saga, Tad? Because you've sold Saga to how many people?
I
Many.
mean, my most copies of Saga sold in one of Saga Volume 1
Mhm.
sold in one day is 22.
That's insane.
One for each of the panels.
Eh.
Ah!
Full
Well,
circle.
what's really crazy? No, this is where it's really crazy. It was actually the day after Free Comic Book Day. So like there was a fair amount of traffic because the whole weekend tends to be pretty big because we had sales still going on. People who didn't want to stand in line were coming to see what free comic books were back. But I also had a stack of like 50 of the Image First $1 Saga issue ones, and I sold all of those too. So I sold us out of trade paperbacks and Image First sagas all on one Sunday. And
That's
it's not
crazy.
the only time that I ever hit double digits. Because I used to have trouble I had trouble convincing him to keep it in stock. And one day I came in and there was a stack of 10 of them on the counter and a note saying, "Stop bugging me about Saga." Um, and the store opened at 10. The owner called at I think 11:45 and said, "So did you see what I left you?" I'm like, "Yeah, we just sold out." He's like, "You what?" I'm like, "We just sold out." It's like there were 10 of them. I'm like, "Yeah, and we've had 12 customers. Two of them already read Saga, and the other 10 are now." And by the end of that weekend, we'd sold out of all of the I think there were 6 volumes available at that point, and we'd sold out of all of the stock we had on volumes 2 through 6
Mm.
and all of the hardcovers we had because the people who had come back after reading one. Yeah,
Yep.
Lee's pointing at
Yep.
himself.
Yep. I
I mean,
read
that's how
volume
my
one.
Saga, I got home, it beat me home. I
Hmm.
sat down and I read it. I ordered volumes 2 and 3 online. I turned to my wife. I almost said something, and then I read it again. And then I turned to her and I said, "That was amazing."
Hmm.
And
I
then
read.
the
Yeah.
next day, the volumes 2 and 3 came, and I read them straight through.
Hmm.
And I turned to her and she's like, "You need to know where the closest comic shop is, don't you?" I'm like, "Yep." She's like, and she already had the directions.
Yeah.
And I got up and I
Beautiful.
drove out
What a woman.
in search of issue
One
19,
of a kind marriage.
which of
What a
course he didn't
woman.
have, but it was a week before volume 4 came out. So I started my pull list. I got my volume 4. I started getting single issues at 25.
Yeah. I read volume one, and then I think the day I finished it, it was either that day or the very next day. I went back to the same comic shop, and I remember it was a Graham Cracker Comics down in I think Berwyn, um, Chicago, and I bought every single volume that they had up until that point. I think it was like the
Right.
2 to 5, I think,
Right.
and just yep, hooked ever since.
Pretty much the way it works with Saga, at least in my experience selling it. If you get them to read volume 1, they will be back for the rest of it by the end of the weekend.
Yep,
Thank God it
and
was digital when I was in high school reading it because I read it all in
Yeah.
one sitting. And I kept
Yeah.
going to the landing, yelling down to dad, being like,
Yeah.
"Why are they doing this?" And he's
Fortunate.
like, "Keep going. It gets worse."
and I just love that we're like, yeah, Tad, you sold Saga, like that's awesome, made money, and I'm over thinking, yeah, you made money, but then you also now we have a shared trauma, emotional support group
Yeah.
here.
What you're
Raise your hand
saying
if you've
is
ever
that
been
there are
victimized
all
by
of these
Brian K.
people that can
Vaughan.
sue me for their therapy bills, not just Brian and Fiona. Is that what you're trying to say?
Hey, someone's got to pay for emotional damages, man. Let's tell you.
This is why I was telling you guys that we need to get a comic book legal defense fund membership. We want to be covered.
There you
I wonder if there's a
go.
podcast membership.
Jesus.
So let me ask because sorry, I know I jumped in kind of hot with my question or my
Yeah.
experience earlier. Uh, was there a point, and I might have missed it, so I apologize. Um, was there a sort of gut punch or proverbial like kick in the nuts for y'all this particular volume? For me, it was 100% the Black Pages. It was so just, ugh.
I mean, for me, there's two. It was first Hazel. Hazel, and particularly the and God, I just realized this is foreshadowing too. The Isabel, or not, well, the Isabel. I meant it was Isabel, but particularly Hazel shouting, "I can't feel Isabel." And as I realized, that's what Alana would say before the Black Pages. "I can't feel him kicking." And it's just like, so those are my
Oh,
two gut punches.
that hurt. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, for as much as I try to avoid feeling the feelings every day, Saga really just makes me feel them, whether I want to or
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, you
And
have
it's a
no choice
beautiful
here.
thing, and it's a hard thing.
You feel them all, though. I mean, that's the good thing is you get to feel them all. You get to feel their happiness and their joy and their excitement and their fear and their sorrow and their pain and and the weight of the universe.
Belle, I'm trying so hard not to analyze what you just said, but I could, I could,
You
I can
have me in
understand it.
therapy. I'm
Please sit
listen,
in
when I
there
need
going,
therapy and
you'll
I'm in
be in
Chicago, I know
Chicago
who to come to.
soon. I know a good therapist.
There we go. Tell me about it.
God. I know when kicking the nuts for me was the page of Prince Robot holding his like cannon hand to his own head.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember the first time reading that, I was like, oh no, you have not been okay for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you took
See, I
drugs
thought
and
you were going
just
to
it
say that
made it
your kick in
worse.
the nuts was Prince Robot holding his thing in his hand.
Yeah.
Felt like I got flashbanged on that page. Like, hello, what happened to hi, how are you? Did we just not do that here?
And
Though
I
I did also love when Isabel said, like you would know, you spend all day masturbating in your room. And he's like, you've been spying on me? And she's like, no, but I'll take that as confirmation of my worst imagined fears.
Yeah, like, sir, you just played yourself. Oh. But yeah,
but
it's that image and the lead up to the black pages.
Mhm.
So it's like,
I
oh,
mean, that
we just end
the
here.
last page before the black pages, watching Curdy go under was hard.
Hmm.
I believe, I believe, I believe.
Mhm.
I will add funny things that Prince Robot said. He had a line that just killed me. I don't remember what the context was. Somebody said something about his mom, and he was like, "Yes, that is a beheadable but accurate description," or something like that.
Yes.
Like I was like, "That's
Yes.
Yes.
perfect."
It was
Isabel said something
Petrichor.
about his mom.
Petrichor said something horrible about his mom. He's like, a beheadable but accurate description.
I thought it was Isabel who said that.
Maybe it was Isabel. That works. It's one of the two.
I
It
gotta
was
find
one
it
of our
now.
most sassy.
I still love Isabel. Just
I do. That's like if you had told me when I read this that this wasn't going to be the most painful volume, that might have been the one thing that would have made me like debate whether I was staying on as a single issue rather than waiting for it to get done, where I could just take it all together.
mm.
You know, this was really I wanted this to be the worst. I wanted desperately for this to be the worst.
No, this is a lighthearted romp in the park compared to what's coming.
Right?
That's my point.
I like that's
Brian basically said, "Oh, you're sad now? Guess what? You're about to get sadder."
Right.
Yeah,
emotion.
pretty much.
Oh, and Josh, I found the panel. It is Robot and Isabel. He says, as my mother used to say, kids is a drag. And she says, no offense, but Queen Robot sounds like a cunt. And he says, a beheadable yet fair assessment.
Love it, love it.
What happens when you behead a robot?
Static?
Presumably they die.
I mean, I would assume. I mean,
Oh,
actually, I
they
was
also
kind of
literally
surprised.
bleed
I was kind
blue
of
here.
surprised that like cutting off the bottom of a robot actually killed them.
I mean, they do have some sort of organic materials in them.
Right.
It seems to be like
Kind of
mostly
weird.
their head face area is electronic,
Mhm.
and the rest of
Yeah.
them is fleshy bits.
Yeah.
So, at least the way I would understand that, this is a fun fact. I don't know why I know it, but I know it. Is that
Love it.
when, well, back in like I think the French Terror, when people were getting guillotined, their head cut off, that they would still be alive for like 10 seconds until they actually like sort of bled out. So they're still conscious and like blinking, right? I would imagine that we would still have the screen, as it were, and then it would just kind of like do what a TV does when you turn it off.
What if you plug it in?
Or they have plugins. Interesting.
What if you have a cord available and you shove it into the stump and plug it into the
Jesus.
wall?
Connect it to a potato and
Yeah.
old science joke. Nobody? No.
I
Marisol would
got you.
laugh.
No,
I'll take
I
it.
got it.
I understood the reference. Yeah, a little potato clock.
Belle is not amused. So she's like, we're in
Before
2026. That's not.
before my time, but I'm aware.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
Sorry,
okay,
I
thanks.
might not have been paying
Okay,
attention. I might
Lord
have
of
been
the
setting
Rings
up the Wacom tablet.
teachers.
I might have been distracted by my new toy.
Fair enough.
Speaking of tablets and TVs. Yeah,
This is
that was.
probably a good time to wrap. Um, any
Sorry, I
closing
missed your
thoughts? Any?
guillotine thing.
No, it was less guillotine and more potato battery.
Oh, what? How did I miss that? How did my ADHD brain tune that entire thing out?
No, I
TLDR,
was asking
beheaded
if you
robots
chopped
connect to
off the head of a
potato
robot
battery.
and you shoved a cord into it and plugged into the wall, would it still be okay? And Lee suggested that you could even possibly do it with a potato battery.
You can also make lemons into batteries.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see?
see
You
that
make
one
really
we did
anything
in
into an
school.
electrode. It matters. The chemistry is all that matters, really.
Right.
Nerd.
You just need the electrons to flow between the two certain material. You're good. I can explain
He is a
batteries.
nerd. You missed it, Lee. She's gonna get paid more to be a grad student than I get paid to be a special ed para.
Yeah, no one likes a braggart.
Am I the one bragging or is she the one bragging?
Oh,
I
see.
straight up said who makes the decisions because that's not fair. I straight up said that. That was the first thing I said. Like, there's no way that's real. There's no way.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
I
Who's making those
technically get paid by
choices?
the hour.
Yeah.
That's
Of
rough.
course,
They
my
need to
job
get.
doesn't require a degree, so and everybody knows that the first judge of whether or not a job is truly valuable is whether or not you had to go to college to get it.
Definitely, definitely. It's really hard doing all those coloring sheets in those business classes, man. Kidding. There's jokes. We joke. My friends and I joke that business classes are like coloring books. We shouldn't joke like that. It's
They really
not fun.
are.
But
They really are.
Kind of funny.
using Excel can be really hard. I'll say that.
They're
I
doing
won't.
their best.
I'm not dissing anyone. Get your business degrees, guys.
Well,
I
didn't
mean,
we just talk
frankly,
about
I should
sociopathic
because I'd
tendencies
make a
earlier?
lot more money, but I think I'd like want to gouge my eyes out while I did it.
Yeah.
And or I'd argue with the professors about whether or not the things they taught me made actual logical sense and or were like moral.
Hmm.
I don't
Yikes.
think I could get my brain to focus long enough in those kinds of classes.
That's fair. It's fair.
It's just, oh, squirrel.
It's yeah.
Yeah. The only downside of everybody here having read Saga before is I can't ask anybody what they're hoping to see next because we all at least kind of have some ideas.
I am looking forward to them writing the next damn issue.
Yep.
Getting that out.
As they will immediately.
Yeah, sometime this year we get the next issue.
Real is that confirmed? Don't give me hope.
It
Really?
hasn't been solicited yet, but the
What
the
volume
last
number
they were
are we on
talking
now?
about it, they were talking about the summer.
He got so excited. Guys, don't give him hope.
Yeah.
He got really excited.
It's been so long, man.
How many
I
volumes
know.
are out
Well,
right now,
nothing
Tad?
compared to between 54 and 55.
Oh my God,
Oh
no.
God, no,
No.
that
This
hurt. That was forever.
this just screams that David Chappelle meme. You got any more of them Saga issues?
Come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, that was a dopamine hit you just saw. Like it was like, really? It's coming out, really?
So wait,
No.
how many
Um,
Saga volumes are
I
out now?
guess
11 or 12?
12 came out April 30th of 2025.
Ooh,
The fourth deluxe hardcover comes out April 15th of 2026.
nice.
And while we do not have a date on it, um, I had heard strong rumors
Mm.
that 73 will be within a month or two after um the hardcover comes out. So May or June.
Ooh.
I think there's a better than average chance that we get a full volume this year
Okay.
from what I have heard.
Hmm.
So what you're
Obviously,
saying is I
nothing's
need to go to my
official
local
until
comic
it's
shop and see if they have volume 12.
Yeah.
oh yeah, if you haven't read volume 12 yet, it is
I
available.
haven't. I have up to 11.
12 is available.
I haven't either.
And they're reprinting, and I need to pick these up. They're reprinting in the like compact sizes too. So the first three are available in compact size now with new
Ooh,
covers.
nice.
And that's 3 volumes per.
No. The hardcovers are the 3 volumes per.
Oh, the
The
compact are like the
compact
manga
size,
ones.
yeah, I'm talking about
Okay.
the manga-ish size
Yeah.
at $10 per volume.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, I guess it's $14.99 after the first volume. But
Worth it.
still, yeah.
I've decided I'm buying everyone issues of Saga 1 before I leave college. All the professors and friends that I wanted to read it that never did. I'm like, this is my parting gift for you. Have fun.
You know,
Am I
I
shitting?
mean,
It feels
don't
like I'm shitting, and that's like my last.
yeah, you don't just to be safe, don't are you talking volume one or are you talking
No,
issue
issue
one?
one.
Oh,
Because if you're
volume
talking
1.
Oh
okay,
wow.
that's much better. Because if you're talking issue
Sorry.
one, I'd say find the image first dollar versions rather than paying the hundreds of dollars that you
Yeah.
would need to get them in actual issue one.
Yeah.
No, I'm just bad at precision of language, so I use the
That's
wrong
fair.
words a lot.
Well, now you could get them either the regular volume one or the compact volume one.
True.
The compact volume one has a pretty cool cover.
I don't even know what it looks like yet.
Here,
Yeah.
I will share my screen.
Hell yeah.
Have we stopped recording?
No, we're still recording. Of
No, we're
course, we're
still
still
going.
recording.
Oh, okay.
We,
I was gonna
we
hop off
record
and
all
give a
this
couple
stuff, man.
calls to some friends to tell them about Chicago in a minute here.
Here's the compact. Yeah, I got. I'm showing it
Ooh.
right now, Pat. I bought
You
it.
got it,
Oh,
Dad?
you
Talked
bought
about
one.
it. I bought it
Oh,
because
that's
I'm like, I
awesome.
will give this to someone eventually,
$10.
and they will love it.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna go buy a couple copies of that
Yeah,
it's
probably
the
right
cool.
it's the
now.
6x9 edition,
Yep, I love it. I think it's so great.
and here's the volume two
Yep.
Ooh.
compact cover.
Lion cat looking majestic as AF.
Yep,
These are
yep.
Oh yeah.
great.
And here's the
Majestic
volume
AF.
three compact cover.
My heart.
Aw.
Yeah. So I currently don't have the compendium except as a digital version, though I imagine I will get it at some point. But I'm going to need to get the compact ones sooner rather than later, if for no other reason than these new covers are awesome.
Yeah, those are nice.
Mhm.
And like Saga and Love and Rockets are the two things that it's like any version they put it out in, I want to own.
Hmm.
Very fair.
It just, yeah, I have it already. I'll take it again. And Bone. I think I have every version
Another.
of Bone too.
Another, please.
So, Matt, you want to take us out?
We will continue after the next page.